Had some time to look at when the parade passes by. I haven't quite figured out where these cuts are in here yet, but we are going to spend some time in it, just making sure we know it. That way, when we get to the point where we all have a little bit more of an idea of where the cuts are, we can be like, okay, you're doing from here to here, forget about this part. So rather we learn it all and then have to make some cuts instead of assuming what we think is in it. Does that make sense? Cool. So you can sit down, pull up when the parade passes by. We're starting where you come in. Alright, this is pick up to 124, when the parade. Here we go. And 1, 2, and 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 1, and 1. 2, 1. 2, 1. 2, 3. 2, 3. Cool. On lights, some of you can stay on the same note. All of those lights, all of those lights. Does that make sense? There's a harmony written there. If you want to just stay on the same note, those and lights, you can go ahead and do that. I don't care if it's altos or not, but it's about an even split. Here you go, 140. Pick up to 140, this is all of those lights. All of those lights. And 1, 2, 1. All of those lights over there seem to be telling me where I'm going. When the whistles blow and the cymbals crash and the sparklers light the sky. Guys, that's higher. Part 3, like lower bass parts, that's higher. And the sparklers light the sights higher than you think it is. Let's pick up to 148. This is when the whistle blows. Whistles blow. Whistles. There are multiple whistles. Here we go. And 1, 2, 1. When the whistles blow and the cymbals crash and the sparklers light the sky. Off. I'm gonna raise the roof. I'm gonna carry on. Give me an old trombone. Give me an old baton. Before the parade. 3, 4, 1, 2, 1. Passes by. Cool. Let me hear sopranos. Sopranos starting at I'm gonna raise the roof right there. This is pick up to 156. And sopranos, 1, 2, 1. Two, 1, 2, 1, 2, 1. Cool. Altos, let me hear you. And a 1, 2, 1. I'm gonna raise the roof. I'm gonna carry on. Give me an old trombone. Give me an old baton. Before the parade. 3, 4, 1, 2, 1. Passes by. Cool. So altos, you have 2 options really. Passes by is number 1, or you could go passes by. You'd be doing the same thing as the top sopranos, just down an octave. Okay, either of those work. Make sense? You want to do it one more time? Altos, let's do altos and sopranos at the same time. Here we go. 1, 2, I'm going to raise the roof. 1, 2, 1. I'm gonna raise the roof. I'm gonna carry on. Give me an old trombone. Give me an old baton. Before the parade. 1, 2, 1.
Passes by.
Cool. Part 3, basses. And 1, 2, 1. I'm gonna raise the roof. I'm gonna carry on. Give me an old trombone. Give me an old baton. Before the parade off passes by. Yep, and you're on the same bit. No, because they're covering it, the other parts. Oh, poop. Yep. Here we go. Everybody all together. Everybody all together. 1, 2, and 1, 2, 1.
I'm gonna raise the roof. I'm gonna carry on.
Give me an old trombone. Give me an old baton. Before the parade. 3, 4, 1, 2, 1.
Passes by.
Cool. Does that make sense? Yes? Cool. And you hold that for 2 whole beats, 4 beats. So passes by, 2, 3, 4, off. Yep. Cool. Going on. Let's go to the next one. This is pick up to 200. It's I'm going to raise the roof again, but it's in a different key.
Yeah.
Make sense? Here we go. And 1, 2. This is pick up to 200. It's the same thing. And the passes by is a little bit different on this one. Just a little bit. This is the crazy one. Here we go. And 1, 2. 1, 2. Pick up to 200. Go. I'm gonna raise the roof.
I'm gonna carry on. Give me an old trombone. Give me an old baton. Before the parade.
2, 3, 4, 1, 2, 1.
Passes by.
Cool. Let's talk about this. Shh. I'm gonna revoice this, okay? Just because I know that this is pretty interesting. So, okay, cool. All right. Basses and tenors. Listen to me. On the last one, passes by. You got that? Try it with me. 1, 2, 1. Passes by. You're just walking down. Try again. 1, 2, 1. Passes by. Can you hold on to that? Cool. Altos. Altos, just same note, back, same note. 1, 2, 1. Passes by. One more time. 1, 2, 1. Passes by. Good. Can I hear both of those at the same time? At the same time. So passes by. Passes by. Yours sounds sad. Yours sounds easier. Here we go. 1 and 1, 2, 1. Yeah, try one more time. One more time. Aim a little lower basses. 1, 2, 1. Good. Sopranos.
Should we just not do it?
Yeah, don't do the.
Okay, yeah.
No. Sopranos. So it's gonna be passes by, up a half step. If you're playing along at home, this is fa sol la. Here we go. And 1, 2, 1. Passes by. One more time. And one more time. 1, 2, 1. Cool. Everybody's in. Let's try it together. So just a review. Passes by. Let's hear it all together. And hold it out when you get there. And 1, 2, 1. Cool. I need a little more from passes by. And 1, 2, 1. Cool. Cool. That's what we'll do. Got it? Makes sense instead of the craziness that it was. So, Michaela, just so you know, they're going down to a D flat, altos are going to an F, and then the sopranos are ending on the A flat.
Okay.
That's how it's being voiced. So just root, third, fifth. Yep. Cool. Go back to pick up to 200 and let's see if we can get this in context. Here we go. I'm going to raise the roof. Well, 1, 2, pick up to 200. 1, 2, 1.
Raise the roof, I'm gonna carry on. Give me an old trombone, give me an old baton. Before the parade,
2, 3, 4, 1, 2, off.
passes by.
3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, off. So 12.
I swear it goes up.
Yeah.
What's up?
In a couple recordings, it goes like passes by. I don't know if it does it in the music, but
It does.
okay.
It does.
Because I was like,
Good
it
note.
looks like it changes.
All right.
But I think it literally just goes up like
Yeah. Hey. No, actually.
no.
Okay. Hey, listen up. So, you hold the original chord I gave you for 8 beats. Then everyone changes notes. So let's talk about what happens. So, part 3, you went passes by 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. Go down just a half step. So, it's only a C. It's not that low. Yes, ma'am. Oh, really?
I think it's so funny when everybody's in here and he's like trying to run around everybody. I hope. I think.
All right. Hey, part 3. Hey, basses, tenors. Passes by. You're just going down a half step. Try it with me. You're going to hold the first one for 8 counts. I will count for you, and then you go down. 1, 2, ready, and 1. Passes by 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. Does that make sense? Cool.
Manly.
Hey, altos. Altos, guess what? You don't change.
Yeah.
Passes by. Can you do that for me?
Yeah.
Sopranos.
Too hard.
Sopranos. Passes by. And then you are another go up 1. So the only people I need to hear right now is basses, tenors, sopranos. Listen to it one time. 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. Does that make sense? It'll sound happy with the alto voice in there. Here we go. And sopranos, part 3, let me hear you. And 1, 2, 1, 2, 1. 2. Basses, tenors, you're in. Sorry. So, part 3, basses / tenors, it's all the same thing. Yeah, it's okay. Here we go, and 1, 2, and 1, 2, 1. 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. Cool. Altos, add yourselves in and you just hold it. Here we go. Here we go, passes by, and 1, 2, and 1, 2, 3. 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. 3, 4, up. Cool. So you hold the first one. Altos. Shh. It'll sound correct, altos, if you don't go super flat.
Yeah, that's true.
That's what it is. I'm staring at it right now, trust me. Hey, now, you hold the first one the weird sounding one, for 8 beats. Then we resolve to, and that's for 4 beats. Does that make sense? So in alto voice, you're not moving in that. Make sense? So do not change notes, altos. Altos, raise your right hands with me. I promise. State your name. To not move notes. Here we go. Here we go. And passes by, everybody's in. And 1, 2, passes by. 1, 2, 1. 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. 1, 2, 3, 4. Oh. Cool, that's it. Make sense?
Whoever that looked like.
Cool. All right. Go back to pick up to 200. Let's add that in. Here we go. And 1, 2, and 1, 2, 1. I'm gonna raise the roof. I'm gonna carry on. Give me an old trombone. Give me an old baton. Before the parade. 2, 3, 4, 1, 2, 1. 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. Off. Cool. Cool. Now, what is also going to help improve this, shh, when we get to buy, do not shout at me. Does that make sense? I think some of you are like, oh, they can't hear us as well because we're splitting into harmony and it's a weird chord. Shouting is the wrong thing to do there. Don't shout at me. Next thing, last thing we do on this one before we're going to move on. It's in a march style, so it needs to be a little bit shorter. I'm gonna raise the roof. I'm gonna carry on. Give me an old trombone. Give me an old baton. You see I'm kind of separating the notes? It's kind of dignified sounding. That's a little bit more of what we're looking for, okay? It's a parade, not like a not dignified thing. Like a parade is. I can't think of something. Here we go. Last time, pick up to 200, and then we're gonna be moving on. 1, 2, and 1, 2, 1.
I'm gonna carry on. Give me an old trombone. Give me an old baton. Before the parade.
3, 4, 1, 2, 1.
Passes by.
3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. And off. Ba, 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 ba. Cool. All right. Go back to Call on Dolly.